Hello and welcome to day 41 on XTV Dublin on Nibiru Ireland. Now pointing the phones at the sky and getting thousands of views. Now Paulie puts time and effort into Mr. Tube, yeah? Anyway, hope your Saturday's going well. I took yesterday off because I'm still with the paintbrush and the Grim Reaper is a full-time painter now, thanks to CV19. And if you're having a bad day today, don't worry. At least you don't work for the aliens in San Francisco. Then you're definitely having a bad day. The George Orwell 1984 staff members, which wouldn't surprise me if they were all chipped already. Yeah, have they no souls? Have they no family? Have they lost their will to live? Have we socially lost touch with reality, ladies and gents? And the answer to that is yes. The mindset of humanity is gone, ladies and gents. And the Grim Reaper spoke to his mother today on the phone. And she tells me, last night on Irish television, RTE's Late Late Show with Tubridy, he had Mary Lou MacDonald, the future Irish leader, talking about her experience with COVID-19. My mother said all was going well in the interview with Mary when she dropped a bombshell. She also suffers with bad asthma. So that didn't help, she said. And the host also sent his RIPs to 4 families that lost loved ones to the CV19. While nothing about the thousands of people that died on the roads from car crashes and cancer, etc. Anyway, the deaths was 1 in our 90s, 1 in the 80s, 1 in the 70s, carefully put together for the masses watching, and a 51-year-old that works at an old folks home. Yeah, give us a break. It's sick on a biblical scale. So what's coming? Because God will punish once and for all the gladiators of the 1%, while everyone says nothing about manufactured vaccines. Nothing to see here, ladies and gentlemen. It's on the way. Yeah, it's on the way. And these videos I release that Paulie puts together are blocked. Can you tell me why? And I've said it in previous videos. Did Nostradamus have the same issue? What was his censorship? And now the evil 1% want you vaccinated because the mark of the beast and the heart of the beast lies in San Francisco. You have the right as a human to avoid the work of Satan and the toxic 1%. The Pied Pipers of our little earth. Yeah. Who are these Muppets? And who are they answering to? The higher community and X-zones. That's who the greatest power is. In Dublin, we call them knobheads. In the USA, they call them assholes. Or censorship Nazis. And they know who they are. Don't worry, the mothership will be stepping down. Stepping down. So watch Peru, Nigeria and all the other countries with the meteors. And watch NEO, Google it. Is anyone spotting the filtering with Google lately? When you go in and type in something into the search box. Everything is MSM. So let's disgrace them today. This is a message from Paulie, the good man. Today I'd like you to type in Nibiru Ireland into Google and watch what Google shows you. Now if you want an intelligent shock, that's why they don't want you to wake up. They want you dimmed down. And you deserve everything that's coming. Now Google yahoo.com and type into Yahoo search box Nibiru Ireland. And you might send me a message and explain if you know what's going on, because I don't. This needs to be exposed, and we will expose these evil people. And personally, Paulie put so much time and effort and research into me work. But the aliens battle with me. Now I hope everyone's getting what I'm trying to explain today on Saturday. I must be one of the most censored channels in Ireland, if not the most. I am AI. So Paulie is infamous for different reasons. because I join up the dots. We must stay focused, always going forwards and never looking backwards like the clowns in SF. Now, hello to Tech Grandad, and thanks for sending over the message, mate. Your message was, "Hi Paulie, I can't show, but pay attention to the airways. You won't believe what you see with 14cm antenna hooked up to a tracker. When the meteor comes too close, it will rip dozens of aircraft out. G5 has the effect to heat up soft mass and kill bacteria." I ask you, nobody knows, none of us know. None of us know, we're left guessing. And thanks, Grandad, for that message. Karen, hello Paulie in Dublin. Are they going to fry us with G5? Now we're waiting on a second wave. Telstra, from the government, the buggers. We're still waiting, many waves. Italian authorities are using snow cannons to disinfect entire towns in the Alps region of Italy ahead of the relaxation of the lockdown measures. Mounted on trucks, the snow cannons, usually used to cover the ski slopes with snow, are blasting tons of disinfectant, diluted hydrogen peroxide on roads, walls, buildings in certain parts of Italy. Amazing. Italy has Europe's highest death toll. No, it doesn't. And it's behind only the US in global terms of influenza, with a little bit of something thrown in from Wuhan. But the country is getting ready for a second phase of a lockdown, under which people will be allowed to slowly return to a new normal. Italy has around 190,000 confirmed corona cases since the outbreak began, and more than 25,500 deaths, which is more BS compared to the let's say the report that was given last year for the same time around the world. And by the way, the deaths in Italy, 84% of them had underlying problems or were old. So, Silicon Valley and the evil, the world is actually waking up today. Now, the Late Late Show and everything on the programme, my mother also told me, was for fundraising. And all the shows are fundraising. Nothing about the fruit pickers that flew in from Bulgaria and were not even screened. And the same issue in Canada. Caught doing the same thing. While they're moving, by the looks of it, millions of migrants worldwide, while the sheep are locked in the fields. Now, we will know soon what it is, because still nobody's speaking about Venus glowing like an LED, or OR2, or Krakatoa. See, it's getting boring because we're listening to the same news like Brexit. Rooted Welsh that was arrested in Wales by the police sent me a message. Neighbour of Ireland, the funny thing was, when I was going into the police station, I was brought in the back door. It was like there was no coronavirus going in the back door. No social distancing, no gloves, no masks. He wasn't even being searched. There was no fear of caution. It was like the old days. Remember when we were allowed to go to pubs, clubs, getting drunk, ending up in a cell? It was like the yesterdays, he says. Then came the release through the front, the public entrance. I was back in the pandemic. There was gel, sanitizer, front desk, staff masked up, gloves. The stay-at-home sign, social distancing was happening. Police tape marked the 2 metre rule. There was fear. There was caution. Like Paulie says, don't be fooled. That's what I keep on telling people. There's two sides to it when you see all the courier companies doing the deliveries from China. Now some space news. From its orbit, high above the Earth, it has been peering deep into our darkest corners of space for 3 decades. It has sent back data that has helped unravel many a scientific mystery, as well as countless mind-blown images of planets, stars and galaxies. Anybody? That's right, it was his birthday yesterday. The Hubble Space Telescope, which celebrates its 30th anniversary yesterday, it's opened our eyes to the wonders in our backyard and beyond. In the words of the European Space Agency, for the first time, it has enabled planets outside our solar system to be observed. A joint ESA-NASA mission, Hubble, was launched by the Space Shuttle Discovery on April the 24th in 1990 into orbit, 600 kilometers above the ground. It was designed to be a long-term project and to be serviced in space by astronauts, allowing instruments to be replaced as technology improved and systems to be repaired or modernised. On we go. Elon Musk has a dream of providing a worldwide high-speed internet using satellites. Anybody know that? In low orbit, and it could soon become a reality. It's mind-blowing when you see what took off last week and this week and all the other things that's lifting off. The SpaceX CEO announced on Twitter that the firm's Starlink service will be available to certain locations in 6 months, with private beta in just 3. Musk has noted in the past that the project needed at least 400 satellites to launch, and Wednesday he sent 60 more devices into space, bringing the total to 422. The project aims to have the devices from the constellation around the planet from a distance of 200 miles to 700 miles above the surface and transmit data to stations to customers on the ground. Now, this is what you're up against. You won't be looking at the stars anymore, you'll be looking at Starlink. Now that there's 422 actually satellites surrounding the planet, Musk can begin rolling out the internet service. Just like that. He hopes to launch broadband service in the US and Canada later this year, and plans for a global rollout in 2021. There's that year again, 21. Yeah. So while all you sad people out there get hypnotised by Gates and Musk, and they're going to change the way you looked at the earth. Yeah. Okay, keep an eye on it. Papua New Guinea, 6.3. Now the latest volcano. Information. Look at Japan, what's going on over there. And they've one of their volcanoes just went bang. Ash clouds up to 11,000 feet. According to recent updates from Japan. You have to go in and check that one now. Sakurajima. Go in and Google it, if you can spell it, and see what's going on over in Japan. According to the volcano discovery, lava bombs, chunks of molten and semi-molten rock, 2.5 inches plus in diameter, are being chucked distances of 2,624 to 3,608 feet from the summer crater, while the ash emissions are reaching 11,000 feet. Now, where's Greta? What do you think of that, Greta? Yeah. Anyway, other than that, it's 14 degrees here in lockdown Dublin today. And I'm going to see us probably tomorrow. As I said, I took the day off yesterday. Unfortunately, you have to paint. We have a heat wave at the moment, and I hope everybody enjoys watching the little video. As you can see by the numbers, we're going down for a simple reason. I know what it is. The people that watch the video knows what it is. In fact, anybody with some sort of a brain, half a brain, knows what it is. And when you piece it all together, what's happened in the last 2 months, yeah, and watch the stages. Stage 1, tell everybody about it. Stage 2, lock everybody down. There's stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, while all these other things are happening. Enjoy your Saturday, yeah? The Grim Reaper says, see ya.